What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Get Feathered. It is time for an Aquarius deep dive. We're going to talk about love for February. See what's going on for my Aquariuses. I hope you're all doing well. If you're here during the live, thumbs up, click the live chat button down below, and thank you all for your support. Liking, sharing, subscribing, coming and hanging out. While I'm getting the stream ready, all right, here we go. While I'm getting the stream ready, let's drop into the reading screen and let's talk about it. It doesn't matter where Aquarius is at in your chart, or if you're a cross watcher, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate for you, so please be mindful of that. All right, Aquariuses, what's going on for Aquariuses? There we go. There we go. Let's get a little focus on that. Let's focus on Aquarius right now. For Aquarius for February. Aquarius for February. What's up? Good morning. How are you doing, Nikki? Ooh, great adventure and surrendering to the journey. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Take a risk, venture forward, and release control. So it looks like you might be going on a new journey here very soon. A new adventure. Are you dating someone new? Will you be dating someone new? Will you take the risk? Some of you might be traveling, boating, whatever. Let's see if you're ready for this grand, great, wonderful surrendering to a new journey. Ooh, could be dealing with a Cancer, possibly a Pisces. You might be an Aquarius moon. Okay, so it looks like for the first part of February, you're making a decision. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but it's like this energy is, do I or don't I? Do I open my heart? Do I love again? What do I do here? And it's got you quite up in your head, but there is a possible new beginning, passionate new beginning with someone, and it may also be a rekindle. So let's look at this a little bit deeper. Let's leave this right here because that is a beautiful wand. The Ace of Wands is having confidence, getting back out there, starting something new, sparking up a new journey. That new adventure could be a rekindle, but you're not really sure about whether or not you want to open your heart space to it. Do you love this person? Do you want to love this person? Some of you might have been feeling just really depressed and down. Not really loving yourself. Okay, although you have a big, beautiful heart space. Let me list this. You're probably very empathic. Big, beautiful heart space. Very loving. In this energy, you may have been turned down. You may have turned someone down. Or you may just not be feeling the fullness of your heart right now. Kind of, I'm not going to say a void, but you're really not feeling you're not really feeling the fullness of your heart space towards someone or something. But there is, this is great energy as far as you are concerned. I know who I am. I know I'm very loving, I'm very nurturing, I'm very giving, I'm very emotionally supportive and generous. I like that about you. Very empathic. But when we are so overthinking some sort of situation or love in general or whatever it may be, we don't listen to our heart. A lot of people are like, what does that even mean? That means go with what feels good. What feels good to you? Listen to your heart. What feels good to you? Some of you may be in the position where you've just been really feeling under the weather. Maybe you just recently had a child. Or you're not feeling the fullness of your heart. So you're overthinking love and all of these things. You know, do they or don't they love me? That kind of stuff. And you're confusing the energy, overthinking it, so it doesn't allow you to feel your intuition or your heart space. You're kind of confusing your heart space here. You may have a choice between two people or more for some of you at the beginning of February. You may be turning someone down that you have a lot of love for. This person puts you in your head. So there are some of you that might be turning someone down because there's a lack of love or action being taken. No matter how much you love somebody, do they love you back? Do you feel that love? And are they taking any action towards you? We overthink that too. I don't feel that they love me. Do they even love me? Do they even care? And then that kind of knocks your confidence down, and then you don't want to open up to other options and other opportunities. Well, you got something here. It's about to get started, but I don't really feel like you're feeling very confident. Shit. Again, your confidence got hit pretty hard. You're not feeling very confident. You could have been in a third-party situation for some of you. Yeah. Whether you were married to the person or in the relationship with the person, or whether the person was in another relationship and you were the third party. Doesn't matter. You were the third wheel or a part of a triangle at some point for some of you. Others of you, you went through a breakup or you're going through a breakup, and that knocked your confidence. You may have been married, went through a divorce. I do see in February you're regaining your confidence in a big way. Okay? We don't necessarily want to be in relationships where in this kind of energy, right? We do not want to be in a relationship or attracting someone to us if we are depressed, if we're emotionally unsatisfied, if we are not loving ourselves, if we are over-giving in situations that do not deserve our time and attention, because you will continue to attract people like this. So, I see you are regaining it's your energy that you're regaining your confidence in regards to love. You're feeling, it's like you're, if you have been under the weather, depressed, sad, not feeling confident, not feeling self-assured, lacking motivation, not really wanting to do much of anything, or not really feeling it in relationships, your energy is about to shift in February, first 2 weeks of February. So whoever this is resonating for, your confidence is coming back, and you are mastering self-care, self-love. Self-love means we sometimes have to turn people down and release relationships that don't love us back, that overgive to us, that are not emotionally satisfying for us. And when we do, we put down the tension. It's like the drama and the tension go away immediately. So I don't see this as you being angry, although maybe you have been. I feel like it's been an emotional numbness for a while. But you are overcoming this. You are. In a big way. In a big way. Both in your confidence level, your physical, your physicalness, your energy, Because what happens is that stuff depletes us. When we overgive to others, we overgive to the point of exhaustion most of the time. If we are in situations that are not emotionally satisfying, we deplete ourselves because we're trying to, or we usually wait until something gets, that's true, something gets better. So you are about to, this is so true for somebody here. Your energy is about to shift. And this is about you for love. I don't like that. Well, I don't like that some of you were put as a third party, or you found out that somebody was cheating on you or something, or somebody was just using you for their own sexual pleasure or whatever. Sometimes this can happen after we've gone through a divorce, or we've gone through a major breakup with somebody that we really truly loved very deeply. We can kind of go down a spiral, a downward spiral, where we're not feeling great. Maybe we start drinking heavily. We start doing things that we don't necessarily approve of. Your confidence, if we're rejected or turned down, our confidence level goes down along with, because of that rejection or whatever, we automatically assume that we're the one that has a problem. No. Some of you could have been dealing with somebody that had a drinking problem or was self-indulgent and just using you. And you're not even going to deal with that kind of stuff anymore. This is a great energy for like getting lit, getting pissed off, getting lit, and just handling business that needs to be handled. And I'm saying that because there's a possibility that some of you had to get angry at someone else, or will be getting angry at someone else and addressing a situation that needs to be addressed, that should have been addressed a long time ago. And that's somebody may have cheated on you, or been blaming you for everything that went wrong in the situation. Some of you are just turning people down. So like all of you are like, you're just turning people down left and right that deplete you, that don't want to love you back, that have addictions, or that are putting you as third party, or only see you as a body, an object. You're about to get lit in February and wipe the board clean, I believe. Well, yeah, look at there. Some of you already did it. The tower's underneath the bottom of the deck. I didn't even see that. Some of you, this has already happened. You wiped. Yeah, you did. You stood up for yourself and what you believe in. So this could have been someone or someone's, or even your own behavior. The energy in the atmosphere in the astrology right now is purging, because the universe wants, the energy is, and for the next many years, is about solid commitments moving forward, 10 plus years. You know what I mean? It's about things that are solid, that are going to stay with us for long term. And that's our own mindsets. So if you were in a mindset of woe is me, I can't, everybody always, fucks me over, hurts me, juggles me, confuses me, everybody always, whatever, or if this was your own habits of, because I'm lonely, lonesome, and lost, I'm going to drink myself to the bottom of the bottle, that kind of stuff. Some of you, this was third party energy. Oh boy. Resentments because people didn't love you back, whatever it is. Over giving, not loving yourself. Your energy here is explosive. Now with the tower in reverse, it's like you're not afraid to do what is right. You feel is right and morally correct for yourself. So you're getting back on your true path. You are doing that. Absolutely. Okay. So there was a betrayal here, 10 swords. This could be insecurities, doubts, fears, worries, concerns, whatever that may be. It could have been a very quick and brutal ending. But you did, and again, some of you, this was a divorce. You are finally healing from this, hanging up that heart space, that negative junk, and you are clearing the path. You are doing your reflection in regards to this ending. Now, the ending may have already happened, but I think what you're doing here in February is you're blowing up some shit, okay? And, not literally, figuratively, you're taking down towers, you're ending things, you're doing it because you're saying, this is morally correct for me. You're standing up for yourself here. Your higher self is actually guiding you here. And it's time to release this funk, this nasty energy, or these people that you've associated yourself with. And I'm just going to have to say it. You've associated yourself with some nasty individuals for some of you. And I'm talking blamers, cheaters, shamers, guilt trippers, alcoholics, people who were just all about themselves and didn't care about you at all. Oh, you're done with that. Done. Now, the ending may have already happened in some of these situations. The towers fell. But you still carry the pain of the betrayals and the insecurities, which are what I told you, the downward spiral. You deal with that stuff long enough, your confidence is going to completely drain. You're not going to feel good about yourself. You're not going to feel sexy. You're going to feel like a total slug. You're going to feel bad. You're going to shame yourself. Oh, no. It's time to get lit, yo. And to do it with your own hands. To handle it yourself. To do this work for yourself. So some of you are going to be ending a lot of connections in February. And again, the astrology is pushing it for everyone. Purge things that don't belong. Your shit, your mental shit, and people that don't belong in your life long term. Oh, you got some decisions to make, some judgments to call. You will be getting out of your head with these new ideas. This newfound confidence, you're going to have an energy spike that you may not have had in quite some time. You may just wake up one day and be like, damn, I'm going for a run. Hell yeah. Or, damn, I look good. Let's buy some new clothes. Let's get our hair done. Let's just feel good. It's like a feel good day. I'm feeling great in the neighborhood today, baby. Like Mr. Rogers says, right? Well, he doesn't say it like that, but you know what I mean. So, those of you that have been waiting for somebody that you have dealt with multiple times, some of you, these people were people you dealt with multiple times. You tried and tried again. You are saying, I'm no longer waiting. I am blocking this energy. I'm frustrated with this energy, and I'm putting up some boundaries, and I should have done this shit a long time ago. Some of you might be building your own house, building your own business. In this energy with the Ace of Wands, you can do damn near anything. When you talk about a great adventure and surrendering to the journey, you're not dealing with this stuff no more. It's out the door. And I love it because it's like one day you're sad and depressed and lonely and lost. And then the next day you're like, it doesn't require anyone else to feel this way. And you should never have to have another person to feel this way. You understand? It's like one day you just wake up and you're going to set fire to the rain. You're just going to handle all of the things that are out there left undone. You're going to do them up. You're going to handle them. You're going to tie up those loose ends and you're going to set sail to new shores. You're saying, I'm going somewhere else. I'm heading off on a new journey. And it may not feel great at first, but damn, I think this energy is actually going to feel a lot better than where you've been. especially if you've been dealing with people who were blamers, using you as a sexual object. If you've been feeling very sad and lonesome, hooking up with people you shouldn't have been hooking up with because you were sad and lonely. Listen, we all do what we do. Okay? But the universe, your higher self, your highest self is snatching you back on course. You're about to get back on course. You're about to have course correction here for those of you that have been lost. Not really dating great people, or you went through a divorce that was very painful. You went through a lot of things over here. You're saying in the beginning of February, you're ending this stuff. And you're regaining your confidence and mastering self-love. You know what self-love is on this level? Getting rid of the people that shame you, blame you, use you, mistreat you, see you as nothing but a sexual object. Your own promiscuity, if you were truly wanting a traditional love relationship. It's behaving properly and getting yourself back in balance. Put the bottle down and handle your fucking business. You understand? And you're doing it for you. This is not doing it for anyone else other than you. And I love this energy because you have had some weak boundaries. Don't look like you've had any boundaries. Looks like you were an overgiver quite a bit. Them days are gone, baby. It's time to get stubborn, to set some standards for yourself, and stop waiting on people that don't do nothing but hurt you, put you in your head, leave you waiting and wondering. You want to live the rest of your life like that? No, you actually do not. What's up, J-Dub? Hey, Star Lover. You do not. And you're going to be making this judgment call to head in a new direction. Some of you are ending relationships in February that you absolutely know. You've already reflected on it long enough and you've been waiting to do it, and you're going to have the energy to do it and the confidence to do it as well in February. Yep, some of you have been waiting to do this for quite some time, and there's your standards right there. Putting up strong boundaries, knowing your worth, and setting those standards, raising the bar a little bit higher for yourself in relationships. Yep. Okay. So what do we do? Well, if we don't have strong boundaries and we don't have strong boundaries and we don't set standards for ourselves in relationships, we tend to take whatever comes our way. Just anybody that comes along, whoever gives us the attention first, whoever gives us the best attention. Usually it's whatever comes along our path. Oh, that must be my soulmate. No, bitch. You have a choice. You want to get to know somebody. You want to vet them properly. You want to ask them the right questions. Make sure you're on the same page from the get-go, from the jump. Then go from there. And give it a time frame. Because if you move too fast and you're married before 18 months to 32 months, you may not even know who they truly are until you have spent that kind of time with them. So it's like holding your energy back, watching and observing how another person is. You go way overboard in relationships. You have a tendency to give way too much in relationships from what I'm seeing. And that allows you to get hurt or taken advantage of. Okay? No more. Your emperor is coming out here. You're about to get lit. And when I said you're about to get lit, it has been a long time coming for you to get lit, fired up, and handling shit for yourself. It's time. You've done enough reflecting and sitting back and thinking about this. In February, it is time to take action. Let's light that fire under our own ass. Let's start looking good, feeling good, and being confident again. Let's fill our own cup up and say, you know what? I know what self-love is. Self-love is eradicating these people out of my life and these behaviors and mindsets out of my life that do not bring me anything good. Brings me nothing but more pain. 10 swords. Insecurities, jealousy, whatever it is. That shit's gone. You're about to get confident. You're making this choice to put up the boundaries and the walls that should have been there a long time ago in regards to relationships. Okay? There it is. That's a yes. There's Ace of Swords. So there's the clarity that you needed. February is going to be lit. And it's going to be about you. Do you know what strong boundaries are? Do you know what healthy boundaries are? Do you know what it's like to stand behind your boundary line and say, you're not getting past me? I will see if you are deserving of me. You get to choose in relationships. I don't think any of you have known that. Maybe you've heard it. Well, it's time to know it. You get to choose what you want. You get to decide on how you feel. And you have a choice here in February to sit and slug and roll around in that unhappiness that you've been in for quite some time. Or you can get lit and get happy. Being productive, starting a business, going on adventures. You know, this passion and confidence comes from your heart space. You're a King of Cups, male or female. That means it's time to love yourself so much that you get pissed off at yourself for allowing this bullshit to happen so long in your life that you light that fire and you handle shit like an emperor does. You will call out all troops. You will send out knights. You will do whatever is necessary to put in healthy boundaries for yourself. You know what self-worth is. You're going to be learning that. It looks like self-love has been the most important. Love yourself enough to want and desire something better for yourself. And the great adventure, the Ace of Wands, and surrender to the journey. You don't have to be a control freak. Just know that you have strong boundaries and know what your boundaries are in relationships. If you are not standing behind your own boundaries that you're setting, first of all, you need to set some. And then you need to stand behind them. And you need to not let anyone pass those boundaries. If they get close, you let them know. No, I'm sorry. I'm not interested in third parties. I don't date married men or women. Sorry. Because you neglected yourself for the longest time. Now you are coming out of lack mentality. You are coming out of a lackful mindset. And you may have felt neglected by people. You may have been ghosted by people. But what do you do when somebody else mistreats you or neglects you or ghosts you? You do the same thing to yourself. You sulk, you skulk, you crawl in a hole and you feel miserable. You lack confidence and you feel unworthy of love, unworthy of attention. You let yourself go or you do shit that you're not proud of. Right? That's what we do. And it causes us a lot of stress and anxiety. Causes us to worry because we're shaming ourselves or blaming ourselves for what didn't go right. Or for who didn't love us, or for who defeated us, or who, used us or mistreated us in some way. Oh, no, fuck that. You know what? It's time to forgive that shit and let that go. It's time for you to be it's time for you to take the higher road here. If you want love and commitment, you need to leave that sluggy, slushy, nasty, gnarly energy, behind. The first 2 weeks of February is about setting standards, setting boundaries, knowing who you are, what you're wanting, and not allowing whatever this energy was, whether it's yours or someone else's, to affect you any longer. I think you've done it enough. And it's letting down the burden. You're letting the burden go, and you're moving on to new shores. You're moving into a new energy of love, and there are new adventures. And it's like, once you wake up, that one day you wake up and say, you know what? Today is the day I set boundaries for myself. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write my boundaries out. I will not date married men or women. I will not date anyone who's dating anyone else. I will not allow myself to give myself emotionally to people who do not give emotionally to me. I will not allow myself to fall in love with people who only want the benefits and not the responsibility of a long-term relationship. I won't devalue myself, disrespect myself, or love myself any less. It's cool that they are attracted to me, but I deserve better. And I have the choice to stand my ground, stand behind my boundaries, and not accept anything less than what I want and desire. When you get to that point and you are lit that loud, that hardcore, whoo, you're going to walk down the street feeling like a whole nother person. You understand? You're going to feel different. That's not callous. It's not cruel. It's not rude. It's selfish, and it's okay to finally be selfish, because it's selfish in a healthy way. It's about your desires, not about over giving to every damn body else to your point of depletion. Done that enough? Okay, let's move the other direction, because the other direction looks good for you. I think you've stressed shit long enough. I think you've been in your head long enough. And let's see what else might be coming in here for you for February. This is a very powerful energy in February for you to finally move out of something really negative and nasty, very emotionally depleting. Again, some of you may have just been depressed, drinking too much, being promiscuous because you were lonely or what. I don't know what it is, but don't do it no more. So your intuition is going to guide you the rest of the way. There's things that I'm not allowed to tell you. There's things that I'm not allowed to tell you. Well, I can tell you that you will be successful moving forward. That you are going to go through an ending and possibly a transformation or ego death. I don't think it's an ego death. No, you're going to end heartbreak. Okay? You will have a new beginning. You will feel like a new person. You will feel confident and you will feel secure. You, you just follow your intuition from here on out. Okay? Go with what feels good to you. Your heart space is going to be opening up strong. Your heart space, you're going to feel it again very soon. You're going to get a surge of energy that allows you to push through these insecurities, these pains, this heartache and all of that stuff that you've been dealing with. Again, some of you may go through an ending. You may have an ending, but it's not going to hurt your heart space. You're actually going to get over the heartbreak if there was heartbreak. And some of you, if you are going to be ending a relationship, which is possible after much reflection. It looks like most of you, it's already happened. But it looks like that if there is an ending in February, it has to come to an end. Because there's been no change. It's been very painful. And I think that ending is going to allow you to set yourself free. The pain most of the time is waiting for those people to love us back or to give to us in the way that we want. Right? So everything else is kind of in the dark. You don't need to know everything else. This was the main point for February. This was the main points for February. Everything else is follow your intuition. nothing will change until you follow your intuition, but you don't need to know everything else. You need to learn how to listen to your intuition. Your intuition has possibly been telling you for a long time to end this situation or to end these behaviors, okay, or these mindsets. Your intuition has been pushing you in a new direction for quite some time. I think you've been afraid of it. So you will be successful in addressing whatever needs to be ended, okay? I want to address the fear. I think there's a fear of ending a situation, or if you've been holding on to something or someone. Yeah. Failing to do your healing. Damn, y'all. Okay. Well, let me tell you something. You have a trust issue. You may not know it, but let me tell you, for those of you that fear ending a relationship, you may not even realize underneath, like this is like under your moon. You may be holding on to relationships that have been been done over, or ways of doing relationships, or your own habits or mindsets here that have caused you a lot of pain. But I'm going to look at this as if it's a relationship. Maybe you'll understand what I'm saying. I hope you do. So say you're holding on to a relationship that you know is painful, that you know doesn't love you, that you know, say, uses you or puts you as a third party, whatever, okay? Your intuition has been telling you, but you don't want to end it. You know you should end it because you feel it somewhere deep inside of you that it needs to come to an end. Your intuition is trying to tell you to recover from this, to go quiet on this, to leave this behind, to stop giving to this, to not invest in it, that it's not worth your investment, and that you need to end it and recover from it, okay? But you refuse to let it go. You refuse to let it go. And that holding on is a refusal of healing, because you're an overgiver. You don't want to love yourself. So you have an unhealed wound of self-love. You need to learn how to love yourself and what it means to stop giving when it's time. It's been beyond time. You should have stop giving to this a long time ago. And your intuition has told you that for a long time. It should have come to an end. You should have already been in recovery from this and healed from this by now, but you keep holding on to it, whatever it is, which is causing you unhappiness. You're failing to see the truth in the situation. And that keeps you in it's like you're unhappy. You're miserable. 10 Swords is unhappy and miserable. Couple that with the Queen of Cups reverse. You're sad, depressed, lonesome, lonely, lost. Couple that with the 9 of Cups reverse. You're sad, you're lonesome, lonely, and lost. You may have codependency issues. Couple that with the Sun reversed. You are so unhappy. You are completely... I'm surprised I ain't seen the 5 of Cups out here like 10 times. It's finally time to bring this to an end. You know your intuition has been telling you the whole entire time, stop giving to this person. Stop doing this with this person. This isn't going anywhere. So your main focus is about getting lit, getting out of your head, knowing what you need to do, being victorious, moving forward, knowing that you will be successful regardless of what this situation is. And you need to focus on your own success and what you want moving forward. That is what you need to do. Because there are a lot of you that just haven't, and you need to focus on your healing right there. There's Aquarius right there. That's what's going to lead you to you, Aquarius. You need to focus on it and address your healing. You know that you've been needing to let this go for a long time. I don't know if this was a marriage, if it was a commitment. You need to be committed to your own healing. Okay? And ending these situations, whatever these situations are, for yourself, for your highest and best good in February. And I'm not allowed to tell you anything else other than that, except for you focus on getting rid of these things that your intuition has been telling you. You got somewhere deep inside of you, know these things have got to go. These people, these things, these situations. You're not listening to your intuition. And until you do, you're not allowed to know what comes next, because your intuition is going to be guiding you to what's next. But if you can't listen to it now, you can't get what you're supposed to get in the future until you learn the lesson. And that's listen to what your intuition is telling you is best for you. Okay? You're doubting yourself. You're not trusting your intuition. And until you address this and heal this, you will not move forward successfully. I feel most of you will end this, and it may take you some time to do it. Some of you by Scorpio season, Cancer, some of you Pisces season, Cancer season, Scorpio season. It's like some of you, it's going to take some time to learn how to fully listen to and develop your intuition. Know what that says when you feel that nudge deep inside of you that says, this isn't right for you. This isn't right for you. You need to do what's right for you. You need to do what's morally correct for yourself. Get back on path. Get yourself set right. Some of us fight it. Some of us doubt it. Some of us don't know how to hear it or listen to it. So each one of you, it's going to be a little different. Some of you don't want to deal with it at all. Thanks, Fred. So until you address that, I can't tell you what's coming. But you will be successful if you end this. Because I think ending this situation or these ways of doing things or these relationships that have been just horrendous, you do it to yourself. You can blame everybody else all you want to, but ultimately you're doing it to yourself. What are you allowing in your life? That's what you need to address. And I think once you realize this and you have that transition, you're going to feel so much lighter, and your heart is finally going to say, oh my God, I'm back. I feel my heart again. It's going to feel good. And that's what I want for you. You're going to be ready for love then. Then we'll see where we go. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, join the tribe. I hope you enjoyed the show. I did. It was a very powerful reading about you and healing you and doing what you got to do, what's best for you. Are you hearing me? You? Okay. All right. Just as long as you know that you're going through a personal transformation, if you choose to take the challenge, I think it'll benefit you in the long run, because it doesn't look like you've been doing really great in relationships. A lot of negative energy, a lot of cards in the reverse, but I like this. New. Get lit, get happy, get control of your situation, and get control of you in all situations. That's what the Emperor is about, and that Emperor is you. Okay? Male or female, handle your business. Until next time, I'll see y'all around real soon. Namaste.